The controversy surrounding Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha MP Swati Maliwal being assaulted and thrashed at Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence peaked Friday following an FIR that was lodged on the basis of Maliwal's complaint. While initially Maliwal hadn't lodged an official complaint, her statement was recorded after the Additional Commissioner of Delhi Police and the Additional Deputy Commissioner of Delhi Police of the North District went to her residence. The police also took her to All India Institute of Medical Science, AIIMS, for a medico-legal checkup. Hi, I'm Neelam Pandey and I have with me Bismeet Taskeen, who is the principal correspondent at The Print. She covers crime and national security for the organization. And today we are going to talk about the allegations mentioned in the FIR. So begin with, Bismi, if you could tell us what happened with Maliwal and what exactly the FIR says.
Right, Neelam. So the incident took place on Monday, as we all know, and there was a silence from Swati Maliwal over, and there were speculations on why, even after 2 PCR calls being made by her at the emergency helpline, police helpline number, it is 112, on the night of the alleged incident, she hadn't lodged an official complaint. Now, like you mentioned, the high-ranking senior Delhi police officials had visited her residence to talk to her, after which an FIR was lodged on the basis of a statement. Today, Maliwal was also taken to a Delhi court where she recorded a 161st statement. Now, according to the FIR, a copy of which The Print has accessed, which has been filed under sections for outraging modesty of a woman, criminal intimidation, among other Indian Penal Code sections. Maliwal has accused Bivav Kumar, the former private secretary of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, of assaulting her, slapping her 7 to 8 times. The details of the FIR are extremely graphic, but we will like to mention to our viewers some parts of it, like where she has said that Bivav Kumar kept assaulting her in spite of her telling him, asking him and pleading him that he should stop with the assault. She says that while she was there, the attack happened unprovoked, that her shirt was also pulled up allegedly by Kumar, and she was in extreme shock, and nobody there at the CM's residence came down to help her or assist her. Now, according to the FIR, Maliwal, after she made those calls at 112, a PCR car had come down for her assistance, but the security personnel at Arvind Kejriwal's residence refused to entertain her there, after which she had to come out of the CM's residence and sit outside, and police personnel then assisted her back to her house in civil lines. Now, as per the FIR, which is pretty graphic and detailed, Maliwal had stated that she was waiting to meet CM Kejriwal at his residence on Monday night, when one of his staff members had come down and told her that the CM will be meeting her in the next couple of minutes.
Right.
It is then that Kumar had allegedly come down there and threatened her, and later on started beating her up. In fact, as we go through the FIR, Maliwal has also accused Kumar of threatening her, saying that, and I quote, that he would bury her in a place where nobody could find her. Right, Neelam? So, after the FIR came out in front of the media, television channels, print and digital newsrooms started printing her allegations. A video, and the timing of which also needs to be analyzed, came out on X, formerly Twitter. This 52 seconds video clip shows that Maliwal is talking to some security personnel. The Print could not independently verify the video, and Delhi police sources have told us that they are looking into not just that particular video, but also other CCTV footage from inside the CM's residence and outside, and statements of other witnesses have been recorded. In this particular video, we can hear Maliwal having an argument with the security personnel there, who are insisting that she leaves the CM's residence, to which Maliwal says that I will not be going out, I have just got PCR, and those security personnel then tell her that even if the police are coming, you have to go out to meet them. And then Maliwal also is heard threatening one of those staffers, telling them, I will make sure you face dire consequences, you might lose your job, and also talking about Kumar in what appears to be in a derogatory manner.
Well, we heard what the FIR contains, but what does it mean for the Aam Aadmi Party? Well, the AAP's campaign was picking up well, but this episode has come as a major setback. At the same time, initially AAP sought to pacify Maliwal by, publicly reprimanding Bibhav, but it didn't work somehow. Also, now it has started targeting her. After a purported video of Swati Maliwal went viral on social media, the official handle of Aam Aadmi Party shared it, calling it Swati Ka Sach. So in a way, they are also targeting her. Vibhav's arrest will also be a major personal setback for Kejriwal, not just for the Aam Aadmi Party, as they share a long association. At the same time, if Swati Maliwal turns into a rebel, it will be bad news for the Aam Aadmi Party, which is already in a major crisis. Her association with Kejriwal is also long. It long predates the formation of AAP, and her work as DCW chief had helped her gain some degree of prominence nationally too. At the same time, this has given enough ammunition to the Bharatiya Janata Party, which has already attacked the Aam Aadmi Party. We saw earlier in the day, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she launched a scathing attack on Kejriwal. She even used the term Besharmi by the Aam Aadmi Party leader, and the BJP has already held a number of protests, especially by the Mahila Morcha outside the Chief Minister's residence. They are demanding his resignation, and a number of BJP leaders that the print spoke to have said that they are going to use this entire incident as far as election campaign is concerned, though it directly does not connect with elections, but they will be talking about the issue of women empowerment, women safety, and how Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party government has always talked about women empowerment, governance, good governance, and this is how they treat their own leader, a prominent leader. Another question that has come to people's mind is the fact that there was a delay in Swati Maliwal going for that complaint or this registration of FIR. What exactly transpired? Why this delay?
Right. So, Neelam, there are still speculations on why this particular delay, but in the FIR, Maliwal states that she was and she still is in fact in this state of horror and shock at what had happened to her. She categorically mentions that as a DCW chief, she has always stood up for women who have undergone such sort of assault or other forms of physical and sexual assault, and when this particular incident happened with her, she did not understand how to react, and she has also mentioned that she was in a lot of pain because Kumar allegedly kicked her in her chest, her pelvic region, her abdomen in spite of her pleading.
This is in the complaint.
This is in the complaint, on the basis of which the FIR has been lodged. Now, Maliwal has also said that she went back home that day. She, with assistance from the Delhi police personnel who had come in the PCR van, she went back home and she tried to get a grasp of the entire situation. After which, and after speaking to senior Delhi police officers, she decided to lodge an official police complaint.
Well, we have seen how the narrative, at least as far as Delhi is concerned, has completely shifted, at a point where Aam Aadmi Party was targeting the BJP, the tables seem to have turned, and it is the BJP which is now questioning Aam Aadmi Party as well as Delhi Chief Minister on their treatment of their prominent leader. Thank you so much for watching.